Hello traders, welcome back to another insightful episode of Chat Insights. And I want to welcome everyone into a new month. This is 10 months gone by in the year 2025, and this is the 11th month. I pray the rest of the year is going to be a profitable year for us in all areas of our lives: finance, mentally, spiritually, and all areas. I wish us all uh, good luck ahead. And also, I think I should be the first one to wish you ahead Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year on the lookout. Okay, so let's just go straight into what we have for this week. We already know that Chat Insights now we're going to be having this twice in a month, or peradventure, depending on how the markets react. That is when we can have it 3 or 4 times. But now we'll be having it twice a month, just as we have been having it from about, I think, 3 or 4 episode back. So this is the very first week that we are entering in November, and we need to have our outlook for the first 2 weeks. And depending on market reaction, we will still come back here in 2 weeks times to see how far the market has react. So on my charts, we'll be starting with GBPUSD. You already know what I trade, the major pairs and some indices. So on GBPUSD, we boxed this in our last episode, and I explained to you that I'm only interested if this is going to break, and I showed my preferable point where I would love this to break out to, which is to the downside, and that is just what had happened. I did not take trade inside of this pattern that I have marked, these symmetric patterns. I only want to trade when things are more clear enough. And now we are already having that clear movement to the downside. This is the monthly chart, and the month candlestick for October closed very bearish. And if we look at this, let me just take this pattern off. I'm going to bring it back. If you look at this candle reaction we have here, if you understand candlestick, you should know what this candlestick is. This is the evening star candlestick, and is a bearish reversal candlestick. This is one of my favorite candlestick. For some of my students that have been under my tutelage, you should know that I usually made mention of it, that morning star and evening star, they are my top number. I love it more than the bullish engulfing. I love it more than any candlesticks. The morning star and evening star. Look at what we have previously here. This is the morning star, which happens to be a bullish. You can see how the market rallied to the upside, and now we are having the opposite of that. Another thing that I used to also talk about is that candlestick, they tells us when to enter and they tells us when to get out as well. This year happens to be an entry for buyers. Market pull up, we came back down, we have another bullish rally to the upside, and now we are having that candlestick. So with this, I'm expecting the market to tank more lower. Is this 100%? Of course, the answer is definitely no, but this is what I'm currently seeing, and that is how I'm going to be reacting to the market. So what I'm expecting is that I expect more bearish continuation on GBP/USD. So now let's just dive right into more lower time frame to see how I would have jumped on trade when the opportunity now comes. So this is back to this symmetrical chart patterns that I have. So overall, I'm expecting a massive drop to 1.2000 on GBP/USD. So how are we going to be taking our trade? Now let's narrow down to weekly charts to see what is going on. On the weekly chart, if we look inside of this pattern, you should see another pattern inside of this, which is the M pattern as it is fondly called. This is also the double top. So Now this is the neckline of this double top. The neckline has been taken out. What do I just need to wait to see? I want to see a retest. So I would love to see price retracing. I would love to see price retracing back to this bar. Then I'll be looking to take a short opportunity. So if we narrow down to day chart, so from day chart I can apply fib from this swing recent high to recent low, just to know point where I should be waiting. So you can see that from here my fib is telling me that this is my golden zone on fib, so I should be expecting price to pull back to this blue box right here. So when we have that retracement back into this blue box, I'll be looking to go short on GBP USD. I will have my stop above, and my first level target is going to be this low, this obvious low. So first level target, that's around 7R. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. We can have this massive run. So let me just set an alert here. So that is just what I'll be waiting for on GBP USD. So my first level target is ratio 7. This is of course a swing trade. You can see I'm on the day chart, so I'm going to be picking my entry for candlestick on the 4 hours chart. On my 4 hours chart, let me just show you what I'll be looking for. If you've been following me for quite a while, you will know that one of my entry criteria that I normally use is the counter trend line. So this pullback, I would love it to move like a flag, to see something like this, and then when we bleed down, I'll be looking to take my short opportunity all the way down. So that is what I'm looking at on GBP USD. Before now, GBP USD is not clear, but now it has now shown me some more clarity, and I'm getting ready to position myself on GBP USD. Let's move to the other one, which is Euro USD. Let's look at it from the monthly chart as well. My buyers here still stand bearish. So similar thing on Euro USD with GBP USD. You will also see this evening star candle confirmation. Part of candle criteria is that the bearish candlestick, when it's an evening star, should at least close 50% of this bullish candlestick, and we'll see that that is what we have. And right here I'm still expecting more drop here. Now the drop I'm expecting on GBP Euro USD is to this top. So because price has reacted previously on this level, definitely of course this is the next obvious point price may find some kind of reaction. So I'm looking to short all the way down on Euro USD. So if we now scale lower to the weekly chart, we have a minor support. Price has been reacting. You can see just a nasty range on Euro USD. Price has just been moving sideways right here. So if you find yourself trading in between these points, you are going to, it will be very difficult for you to actually make money. Very difficult for you to make money. But now the market is now telling us that it want to go down. So definitely we need to position ourselves towards a downward movement. You will see that this is also showing an M pattern, but not as clear as what we are seeing on GBP USD. So this is the neckline. We want to see a break, retest, and then continuation move to the downside. So if you go to the day charts, let's look at what we have on day charts. Our network is quite lagging. Okay, so on day chart here now, we can see this minor M pattern that we have right here too. So I would still love to see some more break. So probably price may break. Market might open now. I can just break heavily down to this point. So I would love to see a correction. Then I would love to take my trade from here. When that correction comes, and my level target is going to be here. So on Euro USD, this is just a ratio 3, but GBP USD is giving me more massive ratio to expect. Depending on the market reaction, I still prefer the GBP trade. So however, whenever I want to get on this trade, I'm going to alert my people in my Telegram group. If you want to join, you can get the link in my bio. You will see the link straight to the YouTube. It's not a trading signal group because signals are not dropped often. I only drop signals or trade ideas. I don't even call it signals, trade ideas based on what I'm looking at. So it's not a signal. Don't expect that you are going to be getting signals often and often like that. So we only trade when we see things we want to see in the market. So that is that on Euro USD. This one is still a bit laggy, but I prefer the one on GBP USD. So let me put this in red. Let me remove all of this. So AUD USD, let's put like AUD USD. AUD USD, I'm bearish here as well, but now prices at the middle. I don't like taking trade at the middle, but let's look at what we have from the top. I still have this massive trend line that I've been holding from 2021 up to this very moment. I expect more downfall on AUD USD. So weekly charts, weekly chart, price has just rejected from these minor weekly levels and looking like we want to create an head and shoulder pattern. You should know now, I used to say that you can call me the head and the chart pattern guy. So this is what I'm expecting that this market want to create. Ideally, I should have entered a trade from here, but I was just like, no, let me wait till Monday because this happens towards Friday, Thursday. So I was like, let me just wait. So we can still have a push, maybe, maybe not. But if we have a break here, I would not be taking trade. Why? Because we are already at the middle and price is already approaching the first level target. So the risk to the reward here is just going to be too small and not so good for me to take. So if only price can push up, come back up here to now give me something now looking like a double top. If we can push back up here and then we have a break of this counter trend, then I'll be looking to take trade. This neckline for the possible head and shoulder is going to be my first level target, and then overall I'm still looking price to go to 0.61000 on AUD USD. So that is what I have there. AUD USD not so clear, so I will not be asterisk. I will not asterisk this. So let's look at NZD USD. NZD USD, this market moves so fast. I was actually expecting to enter trade, I think here on Wednesday thereabout, but the market moved so fast and then it dropped heavily. So one thing that I've learned over the years is not to jump on trade. If you miss it, just let it go. Another opportunity is going to come in the market. So what we have now, chart pattern also. So if you have been following me and maybe before now people tells you that chart patterns don't work, you can see how I easily mark them out. If you want to learn very well, maybe you really do not understand how chart patterns work, you can reach out to me. You will see my bio, my Facebook bio, where you can reach me. If you want to message me, you will find my email there as well. You can reach out to me and we can discuss, talk, and walk you through how to easily spot chart patterns. Chart patterns cannot die. That's just the fact. New strategies may come today, another one may come tomorrow, but the only one that can stand the test of time is this foundational concept: chart patterns, support and resistance. I see some people too use support and resistance not so well. So if you want to properly understand this simple concept, simple but effective, simple but powerful concept, you have my bio already. Just go through there and then you can reach out to me. So this is the bearish flag, a continuation chart pattern. Price broke through it and then we are moving downward. So this market here, if I would enter here, my stop loss will just be too wide, because if I enter here where my stop loss supposed to be is here, I only place my stop loss at a logical places. I don't set stop loss due to emotion. So I only, if I want to adjust, I'm going to put it like this, but this is not a proper invalidation point for this chart pattern. This is the proper invalidation point. So best thing is that if price can retrace back to this top, so I'm loving what I'm seeing on NZD USD as well. If price can retrace back here, then I'll be looking for further drop to the downside. And this, if I just bring my fib from here, because all of these are lows, price already cleared them out, so you can see if you can have a retracement. I love this as well. Let me add an alert here. So that is two trades that I'll be waiting for in this new week. So I'll be looking to take trade there. My first level target is going to be here, that's 1.2. Then from here I should have moved my trade to break even, and overall I'm looking here, that is ratio 3. Gbpusd is giving me potential 6 or 7 thereabout. This one is 3. Combine that together, that's about ratio 10 already. If I'm able to bank only these two trades in this month of November, and price just moves so well and get to my TP, I think I should be okay for the month of November. Okay, so now let's look at USD card. USD card 2 is looking very promising. It's looking very promising. Let me remove this. Let me remove this, and let's go to the bigger picture. It's looking promising to the upside. I'm expecting massive push to the upside. So if we break above this monthly resistance, it's actually marked well on weekly. Price dip inside, and now we are backed up. So we have this minor trend line. You see this well on weekly chart. You can see that price dip inside to come and test a little bit shy away from the trend line. And if I bring out my fib from recent low, recent high, this should fall around the 50 fib. That should fall around 50 fib. Yeah, you can see 50 fib. The 50 fib level works magic, especially on this weekly chart. This is my own discovery. Your own might be the 618 or 79, but now I'm talking about the weekly chart. So we just have a little bit of touch, and then price is looking rising to the upside. And whenever market move this far, I just simply leave it. I've learned the habit of not chasing after the market. So if market can just come back down to give me some sort of double bottom, then I'll be looking to now enter trade right from here. My first level is going to be this high, and I'm going to be targeting the fib profit taking level. My stop loss is going to come lower like this. This is another ratio 3, almost 4, but I'm not going to be stopping here. I have a resistance I'm looking forward to. So this is another ratio 7 banger on the list, 773. You can see that we are looking at a very bigger move. This might not happen in the month of November. It might be December. It actually depends on how the market moves. If market moves so well this November, we might be a little bit shy away from this level. So market should just give us an opportunity. So we hope it doesn't just move without us in it. So that is USD card. USD CHF is another gem that is currently getting ripe. I took an entry on this trade some weeks ago. Market retraced back to break even, and now we are looking to get ready to the upside. You can see I've been able to catch this on my day charts. Let's switch to the weekly charts, or let's start from the monthly chart as well. Okay, so we have this low that has not been visited for a while, since 2011, which price has come to this year. And if you look at the monthly charts, the monthly chart shows us a possible double bottom, and we already know that this is a weekly this is a reversal candlestick. This is a reversal candlestick. Okay, sorry about that. This is a double bottom. We already know that this is a signal that the markets want to push up. So I'm expecting bullish movements. We can see how last month closed, a very strong pin bar. You can see how massive the body of that pin bar was. So if you go to the weekly charts, we move down to the weekly charts. So last week moves very strong to the upside, moves very strong to the upside. But here I've already able to cage it inside of this chart pattern. I will only trade when we break above. Yes, I know you might have taken entry here, but I will patiently wait for price to break above, have some kind of retest on this level before I jump on. So USD CHF is just getting on its way, but not here yet, but still getting ripe. When it's ripe, we're going to take opportunity of this. Now USD JPY. One thing about this USD JPY, I took this trade and I exited at one point. I will show you reason why I exited. Actually, it's some valid reasons. So here I'll know, because for price to have been bouncing off from this level for quite some longer period of time, so I'm expecting that the bulls are already taking over. So I'm expecting massive pushback to this major resistance here, 161. Yes, that's my overall target on USD JPY. So narrowly down to weekly charts, I'm already seeing that movement that you can see, push, retracement, push. So we still expect some little bit of correction before we can continue movement up. I took a buy trade here. I exited around this point when I start to see some kind of rejection. So I exited. Market came back to my break-even point, but I exited before it get to my break-even. On the 4 hours chart, I was seeing this kind of bearish candlestick, so I'm thinking price most likely want to give me some sort of double top. So I don't know, price may want to dip lower, so I just have to take some precautionary action by just taking out my position. And I think it's already getting to the end of the week already, so I just take out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to reposition myself well when the market reopens. But unfortunately, markets still heads higher. So there are sometimes it happens this way: you exit trades and market then continue to rally in the way that you have expected. So the way it is, if price can retrace back to this level, though it's not so good an entry for me, I will most likely switch back to my day charts. So the only reason I may want to enter this trade is that if we just tap this to this level, I want to see some deeper retracement, then I can pick entry from here, then to go up. So I'll still wait for retracement. So for now, AUD, NZD, GBP, NZD, they are looking very good for me. So now let's move to gold. Gold, there's nothing for me on gold. Nothing for me on gold. Market may still drop more. Market may still drop more. In fact, we may have that drop to this trend line. So gold might still drop. I don't chase trade. I don't chase. So I have nothing on gold. If you're a scalper or day trader, then you can be looking for something on gold. Same thing on silver. Now on Bitcoin, I know we are going to have some massive range, and that is what is happening. That is what is happening, and I'm still patiently waiting. So I'm already having chart patterns already. BTC is on its way to a new all-time high of 140,000. So once I want to see this to push down. In fact, if we can push down here, I will start taking trade from this level, and I'm expecting price to push to this new all-time high of 140,000 on Bitcoin. But for now, we still have to exercise some patience, because market is yet to really move so well, or to show me what I actually want to see in the market. NAS 100 price has already moved so far. I saw this buy movement. Reason why I don't trade this is because it's at the middle and I really do not trust it. So I don't want to trade. I want to trade when I'm more convinced and I have some massive amount of confidence on trade, so I didn't take it. It actually moved. I was like, what if I have take it, but what if it has happened to be a loss? So I should sometimes trust my instinct as well. So I just leave it. I'm not on this. I think same thing happened on S&P 500 as well. Yes, it will have made me money, but then it is what it is. So S&P 500, if we can have some kind of retracement and then another rally to the upside. Japan 225, all of these indices that I have on my list already moved. The only one that is yet to move well is US 30. So US 30, I'm expecting correction. If we can have correction, I should be able to join this buy on US 30. So these are the pairs that I looked at. Keep them simple, and then you are going to avoid over trading. So, and then you will have also clarity in your trade. You won't jump from one to another. You can see with all of these pairs that I have, I only have two that is really looking convincing for me. So in this new week, I'll be monitoring these two very well: GBP USD and NZD USD. So this is the two I'll be looking at. So as far as the market opens and market starts reacting, we'll look to see how other one are reacting as well. So if you want to get mid-week updates, you can join my Telegram. And also, if you are still yet to properly understand how trading, maybe you are a beginner trader, you just start to watch content on YouTube, you can reach out to me through my bio. Click the Facebook link. I can walk you through and save you years of mistakes. So that will be that on chat insights of this week. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.